Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Long Island. We did it. We did it. It's a victory. We were supposed to stream this morning. I'm so sorry. But you know what? I was really tired. Kevin was really tired. We were both sleeping. And it wasn't going to happen. Heather was sleeping too. We had a long night yesterday. It has been a long 12 months, 15 months, 16 months, whatever the case may be. I'm shot. Kevin's shot. Heather's shot. We're all tired. And I'll tell you right now, it's finally time, before I prematurely cut back in there, to say hi to everybody the way you normally do. So I'm going to do it right now. I want to hear it. Old-fashioned, old style. Say hi to the rest of Long Island right now the way Kevin says hi.
Good morning, my neighbors. What a day to be alive.
What a day.
What a day to be alive. Unless
you're screaming in there. You're blowing my eardrums out. The two of you, rookies.
What a day to be alive unless you're Tim Sinney. Unless you're Tim Sinney or unless you're Todd Kaminsky.
Or Rob Calarco.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Or
Rob Calarco.
no.
Tom Thorne's opponent.
Blakeman.
No, it's a good day to be alive if you're Blakeman.
His opponent. She's the one could see it.
Laura Kern.
Laura.
Yeah. That's all right. No, because Laura Kern, what we're going to do is we're going to shut the park down on her now. That's going to be fun. So we're just going to celebrate with everybody, right? Because this is what we were. How excited is everyone after last night? I mean, do you understand? I want to just, I mean, it's going to be it's going to be a loose, we're going to have a fun time. You know, I mean, we will not comply, but we're having fun, right? Because last night was a blast. I don't know if some of you guys were watching out there with us. I know a couple of folks were with us last night. You guys are watching the results coming on in from home. It was great. Do you understand the significance of what went down, not just on Long Island or in Virginia or what we think happened in New Jersey, but I'm going to get something off my chest right now. For the people over the last 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, who told me, we're never going to have a 2021 until we fix 2020. Shut up, kick rocks, and get the hell out of here. Because if that had spread through the ranks, through the group, through communities from from Eastern Long Island to Western Long Island to Queens. By the way, Queens, Vicky Palladino won her race. Tony Avella's out 50-43.
And Tony Avella's held every seat in the state. Every seat. He was in Albany when I was there 6 years ago. He just bounces around from seat to seat. Guy's probably got a $20 million war chest, and Vicky Palladino kicked the crap out of him, like she does to everyone else.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Vicky Palladino is a savage.
You don't want to. You don't want to get in her. You don't want to get in her way when she's upset. Listen. For everybody who said that Dominion was going to steal this election, you were wrong. For everybody who said that your vote wasn't going to matter if we voted in these local elections, you were wrong. And so now my message, and what my message has been for a very long time, if you try not to win these elections by not voting, you will lose these elections.
You play to win the game.
Hello?
You don't play just to play. You play to win the game.
So, for everybody who said fraud and what's the point in voting? Yesterday
was the point.
Thank you.
She's back. She's back on the stream. She's jumping in
and finishing sentences.
Finishing our sentences.
It's great.
This is every day.
This is every
really
day.
They missed me.
This is every day. So, guys, I just want to give a big shout out. All the winners, island-wide, Nassau County. You guys were unbelievable. Blakeman kicked ass. Ann Donnelly. I think Ann Donnelly won by 600 or 700 million votes.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. She killed it. But guys, the county ledge. If you guys weren't at Patchogue last night with some of the winners, the smiles on some of the
energy.
The energy was unbelievable. Oh. Give it up for our boy, Dominic Thorne.
Oh,
kick the crap out of Rob Clarko. You bald beaver, you. I guess you're not getting that county executive seat that you were looking past.
Oh,
but unfortunately,
boy.
you ran into the train that is Dominic Thorne. Dom couldn't be happier. This guy, he was up on stage yesterday. He looked like the Joker, smiling ear to ear. I've never seen a person so happy.
He was so
Nick
happy.
Caracappa, the guy's got the biggest smile in the world, smiling ear to ear. It was unbelievable. Stephanie Bontempi, she kicked ass up in Huntington. Manny Esteban.
Woohoo!
Oh, Manny, honestly, unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. I think.
How about we're forgetting because one of the
we're
MVPs of last night Iceland's new receiver of Texas, Andy Whitman. Woo!
Andy Whitman, the guy who apparently carries around a pizza in his trunk. That's an inside story that will.
What a great time,
But I
Andy!
think-
Congratulations, Andy Whitman, as well for winning his race. He came on stage and fooled me. He was like, "It didn't go well," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "No, I won 67-33." I was like, "Oh my god, what a great!" I mean, I woke up this morning with like energy,
So good.
right? I woke up this morning.
I did
am
not.
shot right now. Shot.
You woke up with energy.
Different kind of energy.
I watched
Yeah.
you wake up
Different
this
kind of
morning
energy.
on the couch at the studio. Well, I was on the other couch,
But I was like,
and you did not wake up with energy.
No, but I had
That is
energy.
fake news.
no, I had energy.
You must have left it at.
Well, last night he had no energy, and then all of a sudden the results start pouring in, and this man is off the
No, and it
walls.
wasn't the results too. It was also the
Just
Jack Daniels that poured in as well. That gives me energy.
But guys, I do want to say, I think, we recognize all of our new winners. We need to recognize all of you who did come out and vote,
Correct.
because this would not have happened without all of you.
Everybody that came
that
out
is
and
so important.
knocked doors and
Yeah.
did all the work, got the energy up, talked
The
to your
posts,
people.
social media.
Social
You guys are
media posts.
awesome.
We talk,
Sharing everything all over the place.
we talk about distribution by proxy. And
Yup.
That's so
you guys have
important.
been unbelievable. And we get a lot of credit, but we're nothing without you guys. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows the hard work you guys put in. People out there, especially in the races we mainly focused on, like Dominic Thorne, Stephanie Bontempi up in Huntington. You guys came out and you did the right thing. And you see what happens. You
Yep.
see what happens when the process works.
We're unbeatable.
Trust the process, guys.
And did you see what Tim Sini, the quote that Tim Sini had in Newsday today, that it was a red wave and that there is no coming back, is what he said.
Well,
And that's how we didn't just beat them. We didn't just win. We demoralized them. They didn't see this coming. How? I have no idea. But they didn't see this coming. And so
They
you know what I'm going to say?
underestimate us.
Shout out to all of our wonderful chirpers out there. Well, the Connecticut group is another one.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one.
Hi,
now.
guys.
Hey, guys.
Follow the money. We're all broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
I mean, listen.
You're
okay?
looking at three of the poorest people on planet Earth. I promise you. There's no money. There's no money. Is there money, Sean?
I don't
There's
think
no money.
No.
No money. Follow the money. And what's rich? Really, Connecticut? You're going to tell me about money? Are you kidding me right now? You're the bougiest people on planet Earth. You've been bougie for years.
Well,
I know
like-
a few guys from Connecticut. Bougie.
I love
Bougie.
Connecticut. But look about it. You got the chirpers. You had Shoshana the other day. I hope and then there's these people that follow me on Twitter and they hang on my every word. I'll tell you, they hang on our every word. You ever notice that you got the ankle biters, the fist eaters? They're taking their, they're just
you know
eating their
what?
fists all day long. But guess what? They always say, you guys aren't the majority, Trump law. I think if you look at last night's results, we're pretty much
I'm
the
pretty sure
majority.
we're the 12-6 majority now in the
Suffolk
county
County.
legislature.
I think so.
I think we are. So you're not the majority. First off, we were the majority.
Who
Trump
put
won
me in the
Suffolk.
middle of these two?
Trump won. Yeah,
Trump won Suffolk. So let's not do that. You get simple bitches.
And every
So,
time they come at us, it's more incentive for me to push back harder.
Right.
Like, I like it. I'm gonna prove you wrong every time.
which shit is
Nick
it?
Vitale did it again. Let's go, Shoshana.
Let's go, Shoshana. By the way, shout out to the Suffolk County Progressives
Yes.
and Shoshana Herskowitz's
Our
group.
biggest fans.
Big fans.
Turns out that in addition to not being able to do math or read, you guys also can't win elections.
Nope.
Your friend who looks like Dee Snyder up in Smithtown, who lost to the boss Ed Warheim, the boss. It was
The
like,
mouse.
It was like a damn Cuban election up there.
Cuban.
What was it? 76, 20.
I heard it was 99-1 after the absentee
Well,
ballots.
did you see the News 12 articles? They were calling like 75 to 25.
Well, yeah,
Newsdays at
My-
12 is funny.
my
Oh.
favorite mistake was they put the picture of the wrong Tom
They
McCarthy.
did that.
Oh my God.
We love both Tom McCarthys, but let's try to get that one right.
So a big night last night. The ballot propositions, the ones that we wanted you to vote down, are history. Gone. See you later. He gone. Ballot Prop 1, Ballot Prop 3, Ballot Prop 4 got destroyed. And that got national recognition. Dan Bongino talked about the ballot propositions today on his podcast. Ben Shapiro was talking about the fact that we had done some great things. A War Room. Dave Zier talking about us on War Room.
What?
And Ben Shapiro did mention that there was New York had some stuff. Yeah. So that's your boy. He also
Kevin just got
mentioned
very excited.
he also mentioned Iran needs a bomb dropped on them, but that's okay because it's and everywhere Ben Shapiro goes, just someone bombing Iran. Love the guy, smart ally, no problem right there. But he's an Iran guy. Bomb Iran. Come on, Kevin, hit me with a bomb.
Kevin is so boring.
Yo, I'm exhausted.
You're
Slept
exhausted.
all day.
So did you.
No, I didn't. I slept like 2 hours.
All
I
day.
worked 11 hours today.
Okay, Sean's got
You're
the
better
mic.
than us.
Sean,
You got me beat.
Woo, boy. So,
hey, can we put that graphic,
what graphic?
the loud majority thing on the top?
You want to put it up here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like
Oh,
covering my head.
I can't
How
move
can
it.
you miss that?
I'll
head?
try it. You guys chat and I'll do something. Talk
No,
about
well,
something.
Honestly, guys, we're not going to stop. You know, just because we won these elections. Now, if there's any pissed off mothers out there, school board time is coming.
Oh, it's coming.
School board time is right around the corner. We're going to be setting some stuff up with that. We've got some towns in mind. We won't say which ones yet, but definitely Three Village, because guess who's in Three Village? Once again, hi Shoshana.
Let's go,
I'm gonna
Shoshana.
flip your school board because I can, and I know it's gonna make you. Oh, by the way, did anyone happen to see Joy Reid on MSNBC talking about Virginia yesterday? Oh my,
White supremacy.
Yo, the fact that woman
Really?
is sad,
It's white supremacy.
making that woman sad is my life goal.
Yep. Listen, it was
The angry race lady who's a victim and also went to Harvard.
Van Jones. Van Jones was he had a little bit of a meltdown. You have people say Jamel Hill. Remember Jamel Hill?
Oh,
Jamel Hill, that's the one that Clay Travis got famous for criticizing about everything. But Jamel Hill's the one who she came out and said, this is just more white supremacy. This is not messaging. So she's saying, no, it's not the issues that killed the Democrats. It's white supremacy.
These people are insane.
They're
not,
nuts.
it's not the
They're
fact
insane.
that a Clintonite in Virginia got beat by a guy who dresses like a damn lacrosse coach. No, it wasn't that. With his stupid sweater vest and zip up. Wasn't that. No. It was the fact that Loudoun County hit a rape. No.
No.
Couldn't be that.
Couldn't be that.
No, definitely white supremacy.
White supremacy.
Jamel Hill, this is why you are almost at Keith Olbermann levels of employment.
Yeah, well, that's what Dan Bongino does. The dopey media Olympics. Number 1 is Brian Stelter. Number 2 is Chuck Todd right now. But Jamel Hill is close. Shout out Gary Forte in the chat.
Gary, the Smithtown Conservatives, you guys killed it.
But anything at this point, if it's pro-America, it's white supremacy.
That's what they're calling
That's
it. That's what they're calling
you
it.
You can't be proud to be an American anymore.
Right. Yeah. If you're
So-
proud to be an American, you're actually a white supremacist. This is them. This is not us. But look,
It's the backlash.
despite the haters, and you know what we've been through, right? You've seen what they've called us. Not just us. When I say us, I don't mean the three of us. Us, all of us,
But
the
you
whole
know
group.
why? Because what we did yesterday
dangerous
on Long Island
to them.
is they are so threatened,
They're threatened.
by what we are able to do, which is why they try so hard to cancel us, silence us, censor us.
Right.
They know what we're capable of doing when we come together.
Yep. Do you
So-
see the results, right? You see what we did last night. You see it. This isn't something that we're talking about a small local election in one town. And that's not the downplay the library thing. That's not the downplay the Smithtown Board of Ed. That's not the downplay any of these things. But you saw this now from east to west on Long Island. Generally, I know there were a couple of areas that had some problems. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. But you saw from east to west and west to east a Republican just deluge of votes, so much energy, so much passion, so many people cared, so many people. And this is the one thing I want to really, really stress. A year ago today was the sham election. Okay. And as we distanced and as we got further and further and further from that day, people stayed home. They had other things to focus on, but there was a group of people, a big group of people that rallied with us on Valentine's Day last year, that came out to St. Patrick's Day
In very cold weather,
Right.
all rain, snow.
came through the rain, came through, it helped us out in the snow in Belmore, right? When we dug that guy out of a parking spot 3 times, he drove around the parking lot, got stuck again. I know there are people who are watching who remember that, right? It's that group of people that stayed together, that stuck together, despite the fact that we were called domestic terrorists and white supremacists, despite the February 30th stuff, and they got all upset about that, right? Everyone stuck together. Enough people stayed engaged, and it mattered yesterday. It mattered like hell yesterday. It was one of the most, it was incredible to see how we outnumbered them. And it proves there are more of us than there are of them. There always will be, right? And there's a group of people now, because of education, who are never going to vote Democrat again, because it's the Democrat Party and it's the left that wants to put their hands all over these kids, and that is unacceptable. So the suburban mothers, the school parents, the unmask your kids moms, the army now, the militia, nonviolent, that's being developed, that's being cultivated, and that is growing, that they're foiling the hell out of all their school districts to get to the bottom of all this crap. This is what is going on Long Island, and it is not going away. It is not going away.
And before we talk about the one really big race yesterday, I just want to give a shout out to a lot of the other groups. And yeah, Sean, turn the damn heat down in here. It is hot. It is hot in here. Yeah, put the broom in the door.
You know what I think is great? That a lot of Democrats were able to put Trump aside and realize he wasn't the issue, that the real issue has been mainstream media. It has been propaganda.
Yeah, no, it's you're right. We saw, I mean, just based on numbers wise, the Democratic turnout had to be unbelievable for Republicans. People just came out and they said they didn't want, it was no more. And frankly, look, before we get into the one big race, the big guy. I just want to give a shout out to a lot of the other groups out there, because there's so many other people out there that just work their ass off. Crystal with Unmask the Kids, and Barbara
Show
over
me
at
your face.
You guys.
Show me your face. Moms for Liberty.
Yep. Suffolk County Young Republicans, Cam, Caitlin, you guys killed it.
Yep.
You guys did. The Huntington Young Republicans with Jamie, you guys did an unbelievable job. I just want to thank you guys. You know, we get, like I said, we get a lot of credit, and a lot of people thank us, but you guys do incredible work all the time throughout the county, and I'm really proud to call you friends, and I'm proud to call you allies.
Hey, and the New York Young Republicans too, dipping their toes in some of the Nassau, dipping their toes in Queens. I think they deployed over 150 volunteers throughout this entire process. So the New York Young Republicans, Gavin Wax, we know him well. We call him a friend. We love him. I don't know if he calls us a friend. I'm just kidding. No, we love Gavin. He's great. You know, it was great to see everybody just come together. It was great to see everybody just kind of take a stand and just say no and get it. You know, we said no to the back of the ballot, and it was incredible. Just the feeling and looking back at it. I was tired all day, and looking back at somebody like Dominic Thorne, who had
He
this
deserved it more than anyone.
That guy worked so hard. Okay, he worked so hard, and the person that he took out was not a slouch. This wasn't somebody who, you know, was just a slapstick guy. This guy was a 10-year incumbent, firmly entrenched in the Democrat establishment. And Dominic Thorne, right, who ran 2 years ago and lost by about 10 points or so, right, with no support, no money, nothing, comes back 2 years later. And he's been a diehard with us. He's stood with us forever. He's not ashamed. And so same thing as the other guy, the big guy that we're going to talk about. But you know, it was great. This is my point. You don't have to be afraid of saying you love the United States. That's the big point here. Don't shy away from the patriot movement. Don't shy away from conservatives. Don't shy away. Don't run to the center of the room, as Dom says. Don't do that. That's not how you win. Ask Larry Elder. It's not how you win. It's not how you win.
But also, I was reading one of the news articles. It said that Nassau hasn't seen a Republican DA in almost 2 decades. So I don't think you guys realize you were a part of history yesterday. Like, we are changing Long Island right now. We're a part of it. The
complexity of Long Island, the complexion of the Suffolk County legislature, the complexion of Nassau County with a new DA and a new county exec, it's changed. And we took it back. We took it back yesterday. It's an off-year election. Whoever thought we were going to be talking about it? And here we are, an off-year election. It's an odd number, 2021. Everyone wanted to talk about 2020. People were afraid to vote. They thought their vote wasn't going to, and they went out. You guys went out and voted like hell yesterday. And you know what? The entire country is noticing. I've got so many comments on Twitter. So many hey, you guys from Long Island, you guys did a great job. You guys got a lot of wins. Wow, great. Oh, cool. And yes, I know what happened in New Jersey. And there are a lot of questions about New Jersey.
Well, hold on a minute. The thing with New Jersey is that, you know, and we're all going under the assumption that everything was on the up and up because we have no evidence otherwise. But look, the fact that Phil Murphy's been sweating all day in a state that Joe Biden won by 16 points, in a deep blue area. I mean, New Jersey's not a swing state. In what universe is New Jersey tight? A guy that most people who voted for him can't pronounce his last name So much so that the signs just said vote for Zach or whatever. Jack.
Jack.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Jack Chittarelli.
The fact that, look, Phil Murphy had $18 million in outside money, outside New Jersey money come in. Jack had under $3 million. He had 5 times the national money. People are done. People are done. And we are going to push this. We are going to push this into 22. But before we get to 22.
Before we get there, because there was something.
The big guy.
The big guy. We're so happy. And we talked about this on, just now. And he was on our show last Monday. And he took heat for it too, apparently, because, you come near us. We're making so much of a difference that they got to label us all sorts of crap. But you know what? He took it like a man. And he said, that's not what this is. And that's not what these guys are. We love it.
Yeah,
so did Dom. Okay. And so did Ed Warheim.
Yes.
Ed Warheim is, every time we see him, we're supporters of his. We call it, we're friends, all that stuff. But we want to we cannot believe it. We can believe it. We knew he was capable of winning this race. But what was it, a 13-point spread in terms of the margin? Suffolk County now has a new district attorney, and his name is Ray Tierney. And we're very, very happy about that. Unbelievable job done by Ray.
Just a great guy.
What a great dude.
Guy, family man. He's just a genuinely good person.
And
Plus,
he works his butt off.
And he works his ass off. And I got to see Tim Sinney cry on television twice.
Yes.
The only time you should ever cry on television as a man is when you're retiring from the NFL.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only time. As a man, you're only allowed to cry when you retire from the NFL and when your daughter gets married.
That's it.
You shouldn't cry because you suck.
Right.
You suck, Tim Sinney.
Yep.
You're a lawyer who doesn't try cases. I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a pitcher that doesn't throw the ball.
Right.
Or as I call it, Noah Syndergaard. Sean, we've lost Sean.
We've got that's it.
Oh my God, guys, I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Oh, and another big shout out to Suffolk County Republican Chairman Jesse Garcia.
Hell yeah,
Jesse, man, you have been leading everyone through this. You work. I don't know how. I mean, we're sweating over 3 races.
Yeah,
you had to do. I don't know what 30.
Yeah,
30 races. Jesse, you're an awesome friend, and I'm proud of what we're able to accomplish, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Well,
yeah,
we know what comes next.
We know what comes next.
We keep winning, and we make the Suffolk progressives cry.
That's right.
Seat by seat. We're
seat by seat.
Back this island, our state, and then our country.
We laid the foundation, though. We laid the foundation, and you saw for yourselves now. This is the proof. This is what you could show to your friends who go, don't vote. Doesn't matter. Now you can show the people who think it doesn't matter that it mattered, and it mattered in a big way. Could you imagine if we were all under the impression, again, that the machines were going to take it and we stayed home? What would have happened yesterday? Tim Sinney would have won, right? Rob Calarco would have won. Okay. Laura Curran would still be in there. Ann Donnelly wouldn't have won her race. She would have lost to the awful, brutal Todd Kaminsky. He got spanked, absolutely spanked. And is he unemployed now, Todd Kaminsky?
I think he is unemployed.
I hope so.
Oh.
Well, frankly, he shouldn't have been in his seat in the first place.
Right.
Reason.
Bail reform, though. He's the bail reform guy.
He's the bail reform guy. He shouldn't have been in the seat. He took the seat from Dean Skelos after they attacked him because he was too damn powerful. But in 22, look, guys, you guys have heard me talk about this in person. 6 years ago, when I worked in the state Senate, we had all 9 Long Island Senate seats, 5 in Nassau County. Today, we don't have any in Nassau County. I want them all back. I want every single one of them back, and we're going to get every one of them back. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, you want to go there? I didn't think you wanted to go there, but now he wants to go there. He wants to talk about fantastic. Okay, you're not going to say fantastic. And he went there. Oh, so by the way, I actually, I'll tell you off the thing because I don't know if it's supposed to be common knowledge yet, but I'll tell you who I recorded for today. I think I told you. Yeah, in the group text. I'll tell you off the.
I was asleep.
It was let's just say he's a rapper, not Bryson Gray. The other one, he's
the white one.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
The one we were in a video for.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not Tom McDonald.
Oh.
No. No, Forgiato Blow. We love Forgiato Blow. He's great.
Forgiato.
He was hanging out with someone who I just met a couple days ago. By the way, Ohio District 9. I'm going to shout him out because he's the man. J.R. Majewski. Look him up, guys. J.R. Majewski painted his lawn a giant Trump 2020 flag last year in Ohio, running for Congress, Ohio District 9. Just interviewed him on Dr. Cordy's Unfettered Patriot. And Dr. Cordy Williams, we're going to shout him out too because he's got a big announcement coming out on Saturday. Can't say what it is. I know what it is. Can't say what it is for reasons. But Dr. Cordy, big announcement. Follow him on Instagram, Cordy Williams. Yeah, he's great, Dr. Cordy Williams. But back to Long Island, folks. We take your victory lap. Put your flags out. Wear your sweatshirts. Do it. Do it. What's anyone going to do? You won. You won. Gloat.
But we still
Get
have more to
excited.
win.
We have
win.
so much more work to do, but it is okay to bask in what you've done. What you've done. You understand how significant this is?
I ran into a guy that works at the Board of Elections at 7-Eleven today. He looks down at my shirt. He just goes, oh. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to know, how many of you wore Loud Majority shirts or hoodies into your voting place and got like
recognized?
Great remarks. Like everyone was like,
I got recognized in
it.
Babylon, which is great because I thought Sean and I were the only Republicans in Babylon, but apparently not.
No, I had so many people, even the people working, taking names, were like, oh, I love your hoodie. I'm like,
Shh. I want to make it out if you're alive.
Well, I was voting yesterday in at my polling place, and a guy sees me. And he goes, "Are you Sean?" I said, "Yes." He started getting excited. I went, "You're not supposed to campaign inside of a polling place. Let's not get
it was Barry.
What?
Dressed up as
No, it wasn't Barry. Barry J. Culper Sr., the winner of the Halloween contest this year. I've decided, and because he went as Captain Deplorable for
amazing.
Halloween. Love you, Barry.
Okay. There was no vote taken on that.
No, there's no vote. It's executive order.
Barry, I know you're watching.
It's executive
and I love
order.
you to death. And you need anything, I got you. But I'm not even going to pretend to be excited about that costume.
Oh man,
Kevin's jealous. Someone needs to be Kevin next.
Yeah, Chris.
Pancake.
Yeah,
Pancake.
Chris Farley and Kevin James already have that covered.
Oh, here we go. Oh, by the way,
Fozzie Bear.
yes, Fozzie Bear. Go ahead, keep going. I have let me see something.
What do you
Are
got?
you listening to him?
No.
Listening to you, Sean? Yeah, no. So, guys, look, like I said, take your victory lap. Enjoy the next couple of weeks. Then we're going to jump right back into it.
Okay.
But also, can you guys, if you get a chance, I need to know what upcoming school board meetings are going on.
Oh yeah, we got to post
If
them.
you guys want to send me those, I could start writing up lists again now that we're out of like campaigning. We got, through the election. We're diving in head first.
We'll
right
put
back
up
into school boards.
We'll put up a post.
We're going to put up a post
after the stream like we did last time. Guys, put your school board meetings on there. It's time to start pressing these people because the CRT crap, panorama education.
Oh.
We don't want a Loudoun County incident here. There was just a thing in Babylon that I'm not sure if we can totally talk about.
Not yet.
But there was a Loudoun-esque situation.
Yes.
And that was handled appropriately, unlike the Loudoun County situation. But we need to start getting good people on these school boards. And we've talked to parents and Jesus, I'm telling you, there's nothing more terrifying than a pissed off mother from the North Shore.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many of them out there. Look, if you guys want to run, if you're serious about it, if you want to dive in head first, in the coming months, we're going to do this.
Workshops.
So
I'll get you guys ready.
We're gonna get you guys all trained up, ready to go. It's time to start thinking about next year. We have a couple of things to think about. Got primaries next year in June. You got school board coming up in May. There's going to be petition season. We're going to get back out. There's a good little time here. We can take an exhale. We'll go back with the school boards. We'll start digging for more information on panorama and CRT. Now that we're out of the campaign, now that we're out of the election season, it's great. Now I want to read you something. There is something that is going on in Oceanside, and it's a group of people who I've gotten to know. We spoke over the phone. I'm going to read you a statement here because this is something I think we may want to go out and support. Okay, there's going to be two things I want to talk to you about with regards to tomorrow. I know it's short notice, but let's see what happens. I'm going to read you something here. It says Protection Against Political Discrimination. And my friend John, who is calling this the First Amendment Act here in the department, and this is how local you got to get. Department of Sanitation, okay, in Oceanside, town of Hempstead. It is the policy of the district to protect all employees and elected officials from discrimination and harassment as a result of lawful political activity or exercising lawful political speech in the workplace environment. Discrimination and harassment includes, without limitation, subjecting an individual to discipline, adverse job action, or other forms of harassment on the basis of the individual political activities or speech within the district. In order to maximize individual liberty of our citizens and employees and protect the orderly operation of the business, the district wishes to designate a public free speech zone to provide a forum for all citizens to speak on any matter of public interest and protect the right to dissent and organize against the action and policies of the district board. Right now, you're dealing with more bureaucratic, swampy behaviors inside of these departments and these institutions in Nassau County. I need your help, and I want to go support my friend John and his crew out there in Oceanside tomorrow, because they are attacking. This is an attack on the First Amendment. They are trying to silence their employees. This is an attack on the First Amendment. Now, I got great news for you. I know tomorrow, we want to go to Belmore for a victory party. And I say game on. So we will see you tomorrow at Belmore for the victory party tomorrow at Belmore train station. Okay? We will see you there from 4 to 6. At 6:30, I am going down to Oceanside. Okay? 6:30 at 90 Mott Street, Oceanside. It's the sanitation building in the rear garage. Okay? And I'm going to go down there, and we are going to just attend the meeting and support the First Amendment. All right? We don't need 500 people, but we want to bring a presence down there to show these people who are trying to stamp out the First Amendment in your institutions that your tax dollars pay for if you live in the Nassau County town of Hempstead. We want to show those people that this group that just was a big part, not the only, a big part of the red wave that just took over Long Island. From west to east, the red wave. We want to go support those folks and show these people that we mean business, and we will not let the First Amendment be trampled. Okay? We will not let the First Amendment come under attack. And so I want to support these folks tomorrow. So I will be at Belmore. We'll be there from 4 to 6. I'm going to come straight from work. Okay? And we'll be there from 4 to 6. And then at 6:30, I'm going to be down in Oceanside. And I hope a couple of you guys, folks, many of you can come down with me and support my friend John and support the First Amendment. Okay? Because that is something that is going on tomorrow. I spoke with John. He's a great guy. And I think it's a cause that we can all get behind, and just kind of remember, when you see your liberties being trampled, you have to stand up or you're never going to get them back. What do you got?
Absolutely. And we didn't focus as much on Nassau County as we would have liked. So this is a way for us to break into Nassau, show them what we can do, go support guys like Blakeman who just won. And we want to be able to expand all across the island. Not for nothing, but it's a big ass island. It's a big island. We live right in the middle of it. So every time, people want us to come out to the Hamptons, they want us to come out to Long Beach, it's a little far. But we have the ability to do all of that. And rolling into 22, we're not leaving anybody behind. If you want to run for those school boards, you want to do those kinds of things, we're going to be there for you. I mean, sanitation district in Oceanside. Yeah.
But here's the deal.
Yeah.
With the sanitation district and everything like that, right? You have a force of people down there. I spoke to this man, and they're involved locally. And they're a voter bloc. These are people who can, just like we can, shape these local elections in the town of Hempstead. School boards, fire commissioners, libraries, all of these different local things. I don't even know half these things had elections. I knew about fire commissioner because a friend of mine, his father used to run for that all the time. But library elections, we had no idea. And I'm speaking to him. That's his mission. Wants to be a hyper local force. You know what I mean? And get these guys involved in it and get them involved in the process. You saw what getting involved in the process did. Keeping everybody involved by everybody staying involved and staying loud. That's what I'm saying, right? Not going away. And look at yesterday. Again, I can't stop saying it. Look at what you did.
Can I get a cut here?
Yeah, we got to cut.
Can I get a cut?
Yeah, go.
Hi, News Day. So this is Rob Clarko. He just lost, and Newsday still put him in. Still put him in the damn paper. He just lost. By the way, can you see the Stelter-like quality of that dome on him?
Oh, he's very stealthy.
Oh, yeah, he's very Stelter.
He's like
That's
like
Rob Clarko. That's
like
who Dom Thorne just beat.
He's a 7 out of 10 on the Stelter scale.
Oh, yes. He just needs to be a little bit plumper. But Rob Clarko, you lost. You're not very good at this. You're not going to be county executive. Your career is over. Go become an insurance adjuster, or I don't know, run for dog catcher. Maybe we'll miss you.
Tomorrow for Belmore, folks, and this is good information. Please park in the eastern parking lot. The main lot that we usually went to is full now because people are back to work. They're taking the train again. So please park in the east parking lot.
That's the really long one
Yes.
along Sunrise Highway. It's
Yes.
just it's the lot we're never in.
Right.
Go to that one.
Go to that one. Yeah.
You know,
Because the main lot is going to be full tomorrow.
It's going to be full with the regular commuters, so we don't want to block those people in. I'm sure if they work in New York City, they're probably having a rough day today.
Right.
So, and remember, guys, we say it all the time. We're going to keep saying it again. If any idiots show up, just leave them alone.
Please leave them alone.
Please leave. Don't give them the time of day. They suck. They lost, and they're bitter about it.
Yep.
They're bitter, and they're not all that bright.
Nope.
So there's nothing worse than an angry, ignorant person.
Yeah, it's just, you know, when they come by and when they start calling you names and start yelling, just smile and wave, just like we always used to. You know, it gets under their skin more than anything. They can come, they can shout. We're just going to keep winning. Folks, we can sit down and say now, hey, we win elections, okay? This is what we do. We come out, we rally, we win elections, okay? And this also, anyone who's going officially on unpaid leave on Monday, we're behind you. We're fighting for you. You know, we wish you the best. Unfortunately, it's a tough situation that you're dealing with right now. But we support you, and we understand that what's happening, you know, is wrong. And we certainly, you know, would hope that at some point common sense is returned back to politics and government, you know, these mandates maybe will be lifted and you guys can get back in here. But we got your back. We support you. You know, we're big fans, and we wish you the best. And hopefully you can get back on your feet quickly. For New York City, you know, unfortunately, New York City had a rough showing in the mayor's race. Curtis ran a hard race. He ran a tough race. He didn't get fair coverage. We get all that. It wasn't great, but hey, you know, we have a baseline now. We have a baseline now going into 2022. And this is something that I like to say about the rallies and everything, because this is a criticism that we used to get all the time. All you're doing is waving flags. No, we're waving flags. We're bringing people together, but we're getting those people together. We're motivating them. We're educating them. Folks that are in here, that are with this group now, that are coming out with us every single week, they're informed. You guys know your stuff. Almost slipped there. You know your stuff.
That's my job.
You can sit there and you can debate any liberal friends or liberal enemies or whatever you may have. You're informed. You know the issues. You know right from wrong. You're based in reality. You're the people that came out there and absolutely
you're based.
You don't even like that. You don't even like that phrase.
Based.
You don't even like that phrase.
Yeah, you know, it's starting to grow on me.
Yeah.
Nick from the Young Republicans Club in New York City.
But you guys understand? You understand that by being involved, coming out, rallying, waving the flags, loving that feeling, forming those friendships with one another that weren't there, you know, and this is what we've got to do from this point, from today, for the next 12 months, because 12 months from now, we are going to elect a Republican governor in the state of New York, and his name is going to be Lee Zeldin. His name is Lee Zeldin. He's going to be your next governor, and we are going to elect him next year. And what we're going to do is we're going to be throwing rallies all over the state. Yes, New York City, yes. But when we go into New York City, and when we go upstate, and when we do these things down here on Long Island, the message is not just going to be loud for a couple of hours and go home. It's going to be loud and then take that feeling and take that energy and get your, what is it? Oh, geez, hit the pavement, right? Like just start pounding pavement.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Go knock some doors. Go do some lit drops. Get on social media, post. Find your friends. Find the people you think you can turn. You've got it, right? This is what we do. We don't just go out and rally and go home. We go out, we rally, we motivate, and we want our people. We want you, if you're coming to Montauk, if you're going to Eisenhower Park, if you're going to come to New York City, if you're going to do something in Albany, to get out and actually campaign, spread the message organically. That is how this just happened. Ask a guy like Dom Thorne. If he didn't put that work out in that district, he would have lost. But he put in a ton of work in that district, walking every day. I think he said he went through at least 6 pairs of shoes.
He lost like 30 pounds. Which
guy looks great.
He lost 30 pounds, which I guess is Dom's way of telling me that I should run for governor. I guess I can just knock doors from here to Syracuse, and then I'll be a little man.
That's it.
It'll be good.
But this is what it's all about. So when we go and we do these rallies, that's the message. The message is not just to be loud and have a big turnout on a Sunday and that's it. The message is to take those people, those connections that you've made, and utilize them and put them and get these folks involved. Get involved and be a part of the process. Own the process, because last night, Republicans owned the process last night. We owned it. Every last step of it, we owned it. And that's what we want to do going forward. We got 12 months before the most important election in the history of this state. 12 months.
Let's be clear. If you look at those Virginia results and you think, look, Virginia's right next to DC.
Yep.
You don't think every one of them followed that? You think Joe Manchin didn't follow those poll results in Western Virginia?
Of course.
In the West End, right at that little thing down there that doesn't seem like it should be part of the state, but it is. You don't think he's watching that going, oh, man, there's not a chance I'm voting for this infrastructure bill, because people in my community virtually just voted 80-20 to denounce the Joe Biden administration, to denounce Kamala. By the way, speaking of Virginia, does anyone know that the first black woman was elected lieutenant governor of Virginia?
No, because
that
they
the
don't
first
care.
Hispanic man was elected to be the attorney general. It's odd how the racist lady on MSNBC and the lesbian Chris Hayes they don't bring that up.
Did you hear about the other race in Texas? I think it was a house race in a border town in Texas. Okay, and a Republican won. In this border town in Texas, 75% of that district is Hispanic, and a Republican won. Okay, because what you're dealing with now is and this is what I've been saying. We've been saying this for a long time. The left. It's the Democrat Party. It's these people left of center. It's the radicals. It's the Shoshanas of the world. It's the Christian. Those are the racists. Those are the white supremacists, right? You are watching as these border towns down in Texas are becoming increasingly unsafe, filled with drugs, filled with crime, right? You are watching as these towns down in Texas were becoming increasingly unsafe. And the Latino community, who was told before the 2016 election that Donald Trump was a racist because he wanted to secure the border, right? In an effort to turn the Latinos against the Republican Party. Well, the Latinos have said, wait a second. Latino community, Latino voters have said, wait a second. They said, hold on. They said, that's not true. We want a safe community. We believe in the core values of the United States of America. We believe. And they went out and they elected a Republican in the border town. They went in and elected a Republican in a border town yesterday in a district that is 75% Hispanic, a minority community, and they elected a Republican.
Happened here on Long Island. Manny Esteban, baby.
Manny
Manny
Esteban.
Couldn't be happier for you, man.
Real happy.
Sean's right. It always blows my mind that, the left will call people that they think are supposed to be on their side. Recently, Dave Rubin, Long Island native, works at the Blaze. He was interviewed by one of these LGBTQ AAIP plus community.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm a member of the LGBFJB community, by the way.
He was interviewed by one of these magazines, and the publisher just wouldn't publish it.
Right.
They claim that Peter Thiel isn't really gay. Candace Owens isn't really black. They ignore the fact that the first black woman, a Marine,
yep,
a Jamaican immigrant who came to this country, fought for this country, became part of what we believe in, is now the lieutenant governor of Virginia. Totally ignored.
Yeah.
Totally ignored. Wasn't even brought up.
Absolutely.
It's mind-blowing to me that people can still sit back and pretend that this is not all about race. And I feel terrible for the people. We expect them to hate us.
Yes.
We expect them to hate us. But I feel bad for the people that get caught up in stuff like this.
And you know what? The other problem is, too, that the real victims of racism, someone who's actually a victim of, because let's be honest, racism exists. There are bad people out there, right? But the real victims of racism are the ones who are being affected the most and negatively because of this, right? Because the real victims of racism who say I was a victim of a race motivated attack, right? The real victims of racism are the ones they're pointing at racism. We hear the term racist so many times that it just means nothing anymore. Now they've got to go to terms like white supremacy and neo-Nazi and all these extreme terms, and they're watering that down now. So the real victims of racially motivated attacks, You are the people who are getting screwed the most. You are the people who are getting screwed the most. Maybe you shouldn't have thrown it across the room.
Now I need that one.
Yeah, no, you're not getting it.
I need the pen.
No, you can't have it.
Heather, can I have the pen, please?
Woo!
Just think if the Jets did that, maybe they'd win a little bit more.
Oh, no, we got the greatest of all time. What do you know? Mike White.
Mike.
All right, we got look at here. We're gonna break in the holiday spirit. Here, let me see. Go ahead. We've got okay, we got ornaments, okay? Because Santa Claus is coming to town. You better not laugh. You better not pout. You better not cry. Look at it. It's a Christmas ornament. It says loud majority, beautiful. Okay. Now they're going to put this, they're going to say the white supremacists are selling white supremacist ornaments. It's insane. Right. It's wild. Look, once again, to everybody who came out and voted yesterday, or maybe you voted early, or maybe you voted absentee, but if you voted, period, end of story, thank you. You guys are the best, okay? And you understand that this is what makes our country great. This is what makes movements like this great. There are movements like this going on in states all over the place. You saw what happened in Virginia. You saw what happened in Loudoun County. You know what it was that motivated the race to flip over in Virginia, and you know that it was education. And we are going into education now full bore. Not the only issue that we're going to tackle. Not by any means is that the only issue we're going to tackle. But I personally will not sit back and watch as your children are preyed upon in these schools, in the public school system. And by preyed upon, I mean a couple of things. I mean, by being forced to wear a mask when they don't need to, right? If Joe Biden, an old 70-plus-year-old man, and Pope Francis, another old 70-plus-year-old man, can be talking without masks on, then your kids don't have to wear masks in school, okay? But because of these tyrants, these medical tyrants, they have to, right? When you talk about critical race theory or diversity, equity, and inclusion or socio-emotional learning or any of those different CRS, culturally responsive and sustaining education, and you're talking about teaching children to judge people by the color of their skin, teaching kids to hate each other, teaching kids that America is inherently a bad place founded on inherently bad ideas by inherently bad people, right? That's what they're teaching your kids right now. That is what they're teaching them. We're not going to let that happen anymore. And you saw what kind of an impact that had in Loudoun County. You saw what kind of an impact that had in Virginia. We've got 12 months now to make that same impact, to blaze that same trail that they blazed in Virginia, to do it right here in New York, so that in 12 months, we're sitting here going crazy that Lee Zeldin is now the governor of New York State, the first Republican governor in 20 years.
And you guys know it's all about momentum. It's all about momentum. School boards are in what, May, March?
Yeah, May. Yeah.
Look, we build this momentum through May. It's going to carry us into November next year.
That's it.
You know, and we see that every once in a while you get these little elections that pop up, like the Smithtown Library.
That Kristen Robinson didn't win.
And then we had a victory party virtually in her backyard. That was exciting.
At the business that she endlessly harassed over a flag.
At the business that she tried to destroy.
Because she couldn't keep politics out of her lunchtime decisions.
She sucks.
That's why she's not
a library trustee.
And that's also why she didn't win yesterday either. Anything. She was a loser. I know, once a loser, always a loser, I guess.
I mean, just imagine. It's got to really suck to them.
Oh man, I mean, Shoshana, waking up miserable every day. Your little coffee mug that says activist on it. Well, your activism didn't really pay off too well yesterday. I gotta tell you.
Maybe activism more.
Yeah, or
activisming all over the place.
Right. You know, it was terrible. So
sweet hot activism everywhere.
But let's continue this momentum. Let's build some momentum into May. Let's go when we win those school board races in May, and we do the same type of red wave, we sweep the school boards in May, and we are then at the beginning of campaign season, and we campaign like hell all throughout the summer into the early fall. Okay, and we're getting so close to winter. It was a frost last night. The mosquitoes are dead. The allergies are gone. The bugs are done. This is a great time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. But when we build that momentum next year, from May into June, into July, August, September, October, and we get to November and we elect Lee Zeldin, it is once again all going to feel worth it. I can't Wait, because in 2022, that's what we're going to do. And then in 23, we're going to win those local races again. And then in 2024, we're going to elect a Republican president back to the White House, whether it's Donald Trump or it's Ron DeSantis, whoever it is going to be running. We'll see what happens. But what we are going to have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun to continue on as we build momentum into school boards and into the gubernatorial elections in New York. We're going to make history in a year. 12 months away, folks. Don't blink. It'll be here in a second. What are you doing?
You want to do something?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could for the next 10 minutes. Okay, we have a Dennison building. We have a rally at the Dennison building on Sunday, the Long Island Freedom Fair, I believe it's called. Dennison building, what time, Heather? Just say it. 12 to 3.
Noon at the Dennison building on Sunday.
Sunday, Dennison building, 12 to 3. A lot of great groups are coming together for that. I know Save Our Schools is going to be there. I know Show Me Your Face is going to be there. I'm going to read them all off to you. Here you go. There's a lot. A lot of people are going to be there, so it should be a nice day. Autism Action Network, MKMC, Moms for Liberty, Save Our Schools, Vexit New York, Show Me Your Face, NYAMM, I believe that's New York Against Medical Mandates, Parents Mind, and Decide for Yourself, the Children's Health Defense, and the New York Alliance for Vaccine. I can't read that. New York Alliance for Vaccine Rights, I believe is what that says. But folks, the Long Island Freedom Fair, Dennison building, 12 to 3 on Sunday. Okay. Somebody asking a question here again now on YouTube, and I appreciate the comment and the question. But when you say fix 2020, how do you fix an election? You can't. This whole thing about decertifying states, we are going to decertify Arizona. Really? Then what? Anyone want to tell me what comes after you decert? What are you just going to, like Toy Story, you're going to just pluck Biden out of the White House and drop Trump in and everything's going to be okay? Use your head. Okay?
Whether they cheated or not.
Right.
Guess what? All right. For you guys to watch football out there, remember the Saints game a few years ago where there was a blatant pass interference?
Yeah.
Blatant pass interference against the Saints for the Rams, right? Blatant. Everyone knew it. The referee admitted afterwards that he knew it was a bad call. Sean Payton knew it was a bad call. Roger Goodell knew it was a bad call. Guess what? The Saints didn't go to the to the Super Bowl.
World Series. Right? They didn't go to the World Series.
So how about this?
They didn't go to the World Series either.
They didn't go to the World Series either. How about this? How about we sit back and we bitch and we moan and we complain and we share Mike Lindell videos all over Facebook and then get put in Facebook jail, get kicked off YouTube. How about we do that? We just piss and moan and complain, or we fix Main Street.
Yeah, or we get out there and do what we did yesterday.
I'm so sick and tired of this.
Yeah.
If yesterday proved anything, we just kicked the crap out of Democrats all throughout Suffolk County. So yesterday was fair, but 2020 wasn't? Why? What was different? Did they get new machines? Did they use different pens? Come on, guys. What universe are we living in here?
Well, the other problem...
must grasp reality. Just because a person makes a good pillow does not mean that they have the metadata. I'd be shocked if Mike Lindell even knew what metadata was.
But here's the deal. I don't even think, look, I think there was definitely funny business in the 2020 election. I'll come out and say that. With the mail-ins. We know that. Mark Elias, we know this whole thing. However, and I'm going to make another football analogy. Imagine you're a wide receiver, right? You're on the whatever your favorite team is, okay? And you're throwing a pass in the end zone and you get mugged, absolutely mugged, and they miss the call, right? And now this is the argument about fixing 2020 before we go forward. Are you, as that wide receiver, going to intentionally drop every single pass that you're thrown to next because the ref messed up a call a couple of plays ago? You will never win a game that way. You will lose your job that way. We have to get over it. I'm not saying 2020 was fair. I'm not saying I'm happy with the way it went. Of course I'm not happy with the way it went. Of course not. But there is no way to undo it. There is no way to undo it. 2020 cannot be undone. You understand that? It can't be undone. There is no such thing as decertifying, and Trump is saying this too. There is no such thing as decertifying a state 10 months into the presidency. It doesn't happen. Stop. You know what issues are more important. Getting your DA elected was way more important than that. Getting Dominic Doran elected was way more important than that. Ann Donnelly, Bruce Blakeman, Vicky Palladino, way more important than this garbage about, I'm not voting because it's not going to count. Well, guess what? If you didn't vote yesterday, you were wrong, because every single one of these people, I dare you to tell anybody who's on here, who's been out there walking districts, knocking doors, doing the lit drops, coming to the rallies, supporting, screaming and yelling, doing what they got to do, sharing things on social media. I dare you. You say your vote doesn't count. You tell our people their votes didn't count yesterday, because every single one of you who went out there and voted yesterday, your votes counted. They counted more than they've ever counted before. And we got the numbers, we got the results, we got the wins to prove it. So if anyone has a problem with voter fraud, I have a problem with voter fraud too. You overwhelm the fraud. You don't tell people not to vote. You understand me? No more of that. No more. That helps nobody. It only helps the Democrats. Enough.
You know what? I'll answer every one of your voter fraud questions if the people out there can answer me one question. One question. The man who just lost in Virginia, McAuliffe, is a Clintonite. Been friends with Bill Clinton for years. What? They just decided that they didn't feel like cheating in that one? They were like, oh, no. We cheated in 20, and we're just going to let this one go. We're just going to let this go. Or do you think maybe, just maybe, we overwhelmed all the crap they want to do?
Look who's calling. It is the legendary Jack Cutrone is on the line.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
There's no.
All right, Jack. What's going on, my man? How are you?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? Where'd you go?
Nothing much, guys. Just wanted to check in, man. Thank you for everything you guys did. You know, it's been a fun ride.
Yeah, you as well, bro. You guys, you worked
Fun ride.
hard. Everyone worked hard on this yesterday. We had a good time last night. How did you wake up with any energy today, or were you kind of a little election hangover? Was there were you spunky? What's up?
Yeah, I got to bed about 3:30 in the morning. Had to wake up, be in the Bronx by 9.
Us too, Jack. Us
That
too.
was fun. Yeah, I've been exhausted all day, but man, let's go Zeldin
Let's go Zeldin, and let's go Brandon
and Shoshana.
and Shoshana. Yeah, exactly. So
Did anybody check on her today? I don't know if anybody sent a search team out for her. She might be very upset. Ray Tierney, white supremacist, apparently got into office last night. I don't know if Shoshana's okay.
yeah, I hope so too. You know, hopefully everything's all right over there. I wish her well. I really do. But no, it was a great night last night. It was fun. You know, Jesse got up there, fired everybody up. You know, seeing a guy like Dom Thorne take down a 10-year incumbent and Rob Calarco. I don't care what anyone wants to say. That is significant. You know it. I know it. And I'll tell you what.
How about a sleeper like Manny Esteban?
Manny Esteban,
man.
Susan Berland.
Came out of nowhere. Killed it.
A powerhouse. I mean, she's a powerhouse in the district.
Yep.
You know, let's be real here. Came out of nowhere.
out of absolutely nowhere.
And Kara Hahn is up by 74 votes in a deep blue district that actually Shoshana lives in. Steve Engelbright basically runs. 74 votes she's up with only paper left.
Wow.
On a candidate that didn't even campaign.
Wow. That's excellent.
Sal Isabella.
I mean, listen, we had
crazy numbers out there.
We had crazy numbers. We had crazy turnout. I don't know where this ranks in terms of turnout or anything like that. I'm not sure where this ranks. You know, in history. But it was definitely. I mean, I was expecting to win. I didn't necessarily expect a tsunami like that last night, which was great to be a part of.
Jack, talk closer to the phone.
A 12-6 majority. I mean, I don't think anybody expected that.
Yeah, 12-6 majority.
Another powerhouse, Sarah Anker.
Yeah.
And Brendan Sweeney came in there and just wiped the floor with her.
Yeah.
And a three-way race.
Absolutely. Great. It was a great time.
Definitely incredible. Definitely incredible. A lot of work went in from, you guys, Moms for Liberty, Show Me Your Face.
Yep.
I mean, there's tons of groups.
Tons.
Susan Weingartner and her groups.
Yep.
And, I mean, honestly, Jesse Garcia, at the end of the day, putting the right candidates in the right positions and giving them the right resources to run.
Yeah, and we had
executed.
And we had great energy last night. We had great energy all season, and now we have a springboard here to go into 2022 and make some serious noise in the governor's election.
Well, we know Jack. We know Jack has a school board in mind, right, Jack? After what? I'd
love to take out Dawn Chirac. Let her get back-to-back losses.
She just lost to Nick Caracappa.
Yep. And now she could lose to the school board, so that would be great. That's the only one that I really, have a personal vendetta against.
I
for
got you, Jack. Don't worry.
numerous reasons.
We'll take care of that one for
Jack
you.
will take care of that
Kevin,
one for you.
Kevin knows that info. I don't want to put that out there
No, I'll tell
publicly.
you after.
That's okay.
That was Middle Country is going to be great. I'm going to put a lot of resources into that one.
Yep.
And a lot of great things. I mean, there's every seat in the Assembly and Senate is up for re-election this year.
There you go.
So
We
we could definitely make a big impact.
do it again. Take another dent. Take another swing at the wall. Take a sledge to it and chip away. Piece by piece. Take it down. Rebuild it with our own people. Take back our state. Take back our country. Jack, I love you. Thanks for the call. And it was a great night last night. Congratulations to you, your team, our team, everybody's team. We're all on the same team. We're on America's team, not the Dallas Cowboys, but we won. We won for the country, and it was great. It was a great time, and I can't wait to do it again in 12 months, or actually sooner for school board.
Likewise.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, brother. Have a good night. And that's Jack. All right, guys. We're gonna cut it here. It's an hour. We've been on for an hour. I'm sweating like crazy. And
Jack does that to you. He gets you a little excited.
Jack's an exciting fellow.
Jack's exciting.
Jack's a very exciting guy. And he
gives great hugs.
He's a hugger.
He's a big hugger.
He's a big hugger.
Such a hugger.
He's a hugger. We love Jack though. And to everybody, who again was involved yesterday, who voted, who was involved in being a part of making yesterday what it was, who rallied, who campaigned, who volunteered, wherever it was that you did, it did not go unnoticed, as you saw. It made a difference. We made a difference. Everybody involved made a huge difference. The country's talking about it. And if they think that's big, if they think the local elections in 2021 are big, wait until they see what happens in 12 months. Wait until they see what happens when the school boards come back up for election in May. It's going to be, as a certain friend of mine, or he's not a friend yet, but I'm sure he will be at some point, it's going to be huge, okay? When you think about it, it's going to be huge. So until Friday morning.
What are those 4 words we always say?
Oh, boy. Well, today's We the People Wednesday, so that's great. It's a We the People Wednesday, but it's 4 words. There's 4 words. Until Friday morning, there's 4 words that we say in the face of the intentional destruction of the United States of America. We say these 4 words from every rooftop, soapbox, street corner, on every bullhorn, on every radio station, scream out the windows of your cars, fly your flags, let everybody know.
I want you to get out of your seats.
I want you to get out of your seats.
Go over to the window.
Yes.
Lean out the window and scream.
These 4 words are: we will not comply. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for kicking it with us. This one's not, actually, you know what? I will upload this as audio because why not? We want to distribute this everywhere. So this will be everywhere. Thanks for watching. Please share it. We love you. Great job on Long Island. It was a red wave, a wave to remember, but it's going to look very, very small in comparison to what we're going to do in 12 months. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Until Friday morning, stop complying and stay loud.